I'm Amy from Doodle Dog Designs, and today I have my mom here with me, and she's going to show us how to add a yarn edge to a hooked rug project. Let's get started. So we're going to need your finished hooked rug project, a yardstick, a ruler, pencil, scissors, some yarn, and sewing supplies. So you're going to measure about 3/4 to half an inch from the edge of your hooked piece, and just make little marks. And then use the yardstick to mark. And I'm going to cut on the line all the way around and then serge it.
Just kind of roll it up like that, and you put your needle in. Pull it. You want just a little short tail left so you can, weave it in. And then if it's easier for you to have it pinned, you can. I always find that pins are in the road, or you can just pinch it as you go. But pull your tail out so you can catch it again, and then you just, come up. Getting started's the hardest part. Just kind of pinch it up in there and so it's where you want it, and then come back up again. So you're catching the bottom tail, you're enclosing that in then in your stitching so it's secure and does not show. And you just do that all the way around.
I can see stuff there.
Well, you just have to really put it close together so that you don't see the monk's cloth then.
So I need to take it out?
It'll be alright if you just do the next one really close. Sometimes you can, the little holes, you can
Just do every little hole?
No, every hole.
Every hole. Now, does this need to be a wool yarn or a wool blend, or does it not matter?
A wool or wool blend works much better.
wool's got a little vegetative matter. Right there.
You know, when you get all done, then it's finished from the front and the back. That way you don't have to have a back on it. Or when you get to the corner, just kind of smash it down, press it with your finger. And then the edge, you're going to have to turn in just a little bit more than it, so it's going to be lopsided looking, but it's because it's bulky, and you're going to want that to, when you turn up the other corners, see, it goes in there fine. And the corners are a stinker because it's hard to get. You just have to keep looping around and around and around till you get get your corner covered, and you're going to want to come in at an angle, but I'll work a few pieces. When you get all the way to the corner, go in so it's going to come at an angle, and then you have to go back and forth. So you're going to have a split like that, and then you're going to go back and forth, back over on first one side and then another to cover the entire corner. First one side and then over on this side. So it looks like a little, kind of like a little cross type thing, and then we'll go back on this side to cover up the hole there. Then you just keep working your way around till you get all the corner covered. You'll come back around that way and then over here again. So,
Okay, so what do you do if you run out of string?
when you run out of string, you just cut you another long piece and rethread your needle, and then you'll, like we started over here where you folded it under, and then you just you bring your string back up and then fold the tail under again and work it in, which ties it. And when okay, then to finish up, if you've gotten all the way around, you just close in the gap. And the last little bit, you might want to do a couple of stitches in that last spot so it covers up your cloth. like that. So you're all done, and then turn it over and pull your yarn back to the back side, and then just run your needle. It's kind of like crochet. You just run it through to catch the thread. Then you just trim it off. And then I always give it another good pressing when you get all done, just to kind of even it out, because you've smushed it up as you've gone along. All done.
Okay. Be sure to subscribe below. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.